Hero Arts, it's a name that you know because they've been around for 45 years. They're an American company making stamps and dyes and inks and all these really cool things. And this is Libby. And what's your title at Hero Arts?
I'm over education and marketing.
Education and marketing, which pretty much means she's a teacher and a crafter, right?
That's correct.
There we go. So, Libby, I asked you today in our meeting, and I think our viewers are going to want to know, where did the name Hero Arts come from?
Okay, well, that's a really fun story.
Yep.
The company was started, as you said, 45 years ago. It's our anniversary, by a woman named Jackie Leventhal, and she was a school teacher in the Bay Area of California. And when she was started making her stamps, she was asked to illustrate a children's book. And the way they were going to illustrate that book was by having stamps that the kid could go ahead and stamp into their
Which I think is
book.
a really cool idea.
Yeah,
I think
I'm not
somebody
sure
should
that
do
whole
that.
project
Okay.
even came together, but that's
That'll
what
be
the
next.
idea was.
Okay.
And that book was about a little girl who was brave and strong and on her own and fighting a monster. And the book was called A Girl Named Hero. And when Jackie was starting her company, she thought that she identified with that little girl because she was strong and independent and on her own. And so she named the company Hero Arts, which is like to her Jackie Arts.
See, and I love that. The strong child, the strong woman, the strong company,
Yes.
hero, and of course, Marvel Comics and all of those just go right along with that. All right, so you're going to show us today using some of the newer products, the Hero Hues, which is reactive dye ink, right?
Reactive ink,
And then when you're looking at that too, I want you to think about the new paper. They've got a new paper, and this is a heavy cardstock paper in 26 fabulous colors. So this would all work really nicely with all the products that you're going to show us, right?
That's right, yep. And this is our sample pack of the colors. They also come in individual 8.5 by 11 sheets.
All right. Okay. Show us some butterflies.
Okay, butterflies. We'll start with the butterflies. This is our color layering monarch butterfly set, and it has matching dies as well. We call those our frame cuts. And this is our color layering, which is a 3-step or however many steps of stamps there are, stamping process. Here's a little display of what the 3 layers look like. You begin with a lighter color, you add in a second color, and then I finished it with black. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 3-step stamping with our reactive inks and also our intense black. I'm going to go ahead and put these onto some acrylic blocks here.
Now, how many designs do you have that are this 3 or more step process? Is that
Oh my
line
goodness,
of them
it's a
that you've
whole
been
line.
working on?
I couldn't even tell you how many there are. We've
Okay.
layered everything from flowers to butterflies to octopus and armadillos. We've layered everything. So
I like that idea because then you don't have to go back and do any detail work
Exactly.
with the marker or anything. It's all just with the stamps.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and you're done.
But a lot of the ones, that's actually a little too big, so I'll come back to that one. A lot of these sets, if you look at the very last layer in this, you could use this stamp all on its
All by
own
itself.
with your markers or pencils or whatever you like to color with because it's a nice outline image. So it's very versatile. You can use it in different ways with your inks.
And that's the color layering. So take a look at
Yes.
those on the website.
They all begin with the name color layering, so they're easy to find. I'm just inking up my lighter blue of the butterfly with the solid stamp from the set. And I'm going to attempt to put it right here on my already die cut butterfly, which I
you
usually
can
go
do
the
this.
opposite direction, but nothing like trying it on a video.
Look at that. Perfect match. There we go. I knew
It
you
is
could.
easy to see with the clear stamps because you can see right through there and see where you're stamping it.
Now, Hero Arts, as you're doing that, Hero Arts does have wood stamps with the red rubber, and then they have red rubber cling stamps also. So you have a kind of full line of everything, of all the different kinds of stamps and all the dies that go with.
Yes.
All right, so now
So you can see on this, I didn't stamp it completely perfect. There's a little thing there, but it doesn't matter because you're building up the layers, and so it'll just be hidden right in there when I get done. I'm using his body as a reference to try to line up the layers.
You got it. You got it. Yes. And look at how fancy he's getting.
All right, so now I'm going to switch out my stamps real quick and get my my outline final layer, which I'm going to do in black. And this is our intense black ink, which is a great black ink. You can use it for stamping like this. You can use it for coloring with your alcohol markers. You can use it for watercoloring. It can be used with both water-based products and alcohol markers. It's just a very all-purpose ink. Now this one I have to line up on his little teeny tiny antenna.
Do this. We've all been there. We all know what you're trying to do here. Perfect.
Okay, let's see.
Dun da da da. Check
There you
him
go.
out, people. All right.
And here's a
He
clearer
looks
one too from
really,
before.
really cool. All right. So that's using the layering stamps. We did
Yes.
use the hues. Now the hues also have other properties that make them really special.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and do some blending with these. I like to use this blending brush, and I'm going to just go ahead and close these up that I'm not going to use at the moment. And
All right, and this is the picket fence best brush ever, or whatever they call it, kind of
Life-changing
thing.
blending brush,
Life-changing
yes.
blending brush. There we go.
and I start off my paper a little and then blend on, and you can just see how smooth and creamy that is going on.
And these are a fast drying.
Yes,
They blend beautifully.
they are a pigment dye hybrid ink. So they sit on top of the paper, but they don't take quite as long to dry as a normal pigment ink.
All right, and currently there are 15
15 colors.
and the colors actually go sort of in a rainbow. I noticed when I was playing with them that it like is all the little steps in between. So
Yes.
they're, the blue, the green, and
Yes.
everything that blends them together.
So I'm going to take a little the world's smallest misting bottle here. It's very cute. And I'm going to go ahead and spritz this. And I'm actually going to put, another way I like to do this is just spray some onto my hand and do that. Then you get bigger drops. And you can see the ink start to kind of disappear where you put your water. So it's reactive with the water, and it can make really cool background techniques with that. Another thing you can do with this ink actually is you can put it right on your craft mat like this. Give it a little spritz. And then you can either watercolor with that, or it just makes another lighter way to do it, or you can dip your paper right in it. And look at that. Well, there's the dip.
Yeah.
This is two colors on the back side. I'm reusing the paper here that I blended together with the Blue Hawaii and the Pool Party, and did some spritzing there as well.
All right, so some really fun things from Hero Arts. It's a brand you know and love already. You know that you can find all of this on the Notions Marketing website. If you're a consumer, now is when you want to contact your retailer and say, hey, favorite retailer, have you seen the new Hero Hues from Hero Arts, or the layering stamps? You want to have your retailer pick these up for you. Contact your sales rep if you have any questions. And Libby, thank you very much for coming to play.
It was fun. Thank you.